Oh,
There we go. How's that? Oh, that's nice. What's up, guys?
nice.
What a what a football day today. Yes, I do have a blue suit. And yes, I do have my very own Cam Newton hat. So,
Now all you need is the yellow suit, and you're good.
all right. The first thing I want to say is, Shaq, why the hell do you have Sony Michelle behind you? You freaking asshole. You suck.
I should be wearing a Sony Michelle jersey. I have it. I haven't pulled it out, but I think this is a lot better to troll Aaron with.
Yeah, well, okay, that's fine, because Cam Newton, uh, uh, I'm representing him right now, and you're representing Sony Michelle. But the real hero of the Patriots game today was Rex Burkhead. So,
Absolutely, sexy Rexy.
but I'll tell you this much: if Sony Michelle keeps running like that all year, okay, so if he keeps busting out runs like that all season, do you know what he could do? He could finally get out of negative yards for his career. Sony Michelle,
You absolutely
There's
suck.
positive yards.
yeah, sorry. Oh, we have a super chat already. Look at that. And look who it's from. Our big winner today, Addie. Guys, Addie Browns 2-1. They have a winning record after 3 weeks. This is this
I
is
mean, 2020
unbelievable.
has just been.
So, hey, by the way, nobody can say that I don't listen to the fans and the subscribers because Mike Stiller said I should bust out a blue suit. Here you are, my friend. I even got the hat. But Addie sends a $5 super chat and says, Joe Montana beat the crap out of a guy who broke into his house and tried to steal his grandkid. Hashtag goaded. Okay, so
Oh,
first of
whoa,
all,
whoa.
first of all, last night we were making a joke about this guy, this troll named Mike Montana, who goes on all of my videos and uh, chases me around the internet. Okay, he's on different YouTube stuff. He just chases me everywhere, telling me how great Joe Montana is, right? And then last night I made a joke and I said someone should call Joe Montana and let him know that Mike Montana is probably going to try to stalk him. Remember that last night?
Yeah.
What what are the chances? What are the odds that somebody broke into his where he was staying and actually took his grandkid and the grandkid had to be wrestled from that person? The same night I said that.
That's crazy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Uh, I don't even know what to think anymore because I almost because these stalker people are crazy, right? I mean, obviously. So maybe he got the idea from watching the show and then went and did it. I mean, think about it. If you're crazy,
I mean, he is that type of crazy to be able to do something like that. So it wouldn't surprise me.
yeah, unbelievable. Thank you, Addie, and congratulations on your Browns. And if you want to call and brag, you're welcome to because this is the post game show. This is a reaction show, so you can talk shit or you can brag about your team or you can mourn them if they are the Atlanta Falcons. So thank you so much, Addie. And we've got another super chat, a $4 super chat from Elf of Courage. He says, "Where did you get the Cam hat? I want one." This hat is actually Milena's, Nefertiti's, and it actually looks good on her.
Oh, I would bet it looks good on her.
So, but yeah. Yeah,
Ugh.
it was a woman. It was a woman who kidnapped the baby. But how do we know Mike Montana is a guy? I mean, these people, they
I mean,
don't
it could
exactly,
be, yeah, it could be
you
a
know,
trans, you know.
or whatever. So how do we know? So yeah, it could be actually. I think I think these are much more Cam Newton.
Oh, apparently, according
Oh
to,
yeah,
I mean,
there we go.
I'm not watching it, but on apparently Chris Sims just made the reference to "insane in the men brain." I don't know why, but that's just
Insane in the brain. How would he even know that?
is that his attempt to try to look hip and millennial-ish? I don't know.
Probably, yeah. I think he's just a few years younger than me, right? So, or the same age as me. So, so I guess, yeah. Um, Psycho Mantis with the $5 super chat. He says, TB12, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions today. Hell yeah, and it could have been even more.
More.
They stalled a bit. I thought Tom held on to the ball a little too long in the second half, but hey, I'm not gonna piss on that parade because he looked great today when it mattered. They got the lead, and that's all that matters. So. Nefertiti is saying we had a original super chat, but by the time I started the show, I
Oh,
think.
I scrolled up. It just said first super chat, so
Oh, okay.
I guess it was just his.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, Elf of
This is his
Courage.
way
I'm
of saying
sorry I
hi.
missed that, buddy. Yep. He sent the first super chat of the night, definitely. So now we're not going to keep you all night. I want to give you guys a chance to watch the Saints Packers game because that's going to be a great game. I've got to
That's
see
gonna be a
that too.
great game.
So, yeah. So she got it. Okay. Yeah, we got that. All right. So let's start with the Pats game real fast. I have to admit, I didn't care for the passing game today, but
Was it much of
it
any?
didn't matter. It didn't matter, and makes me wonder if that was more by design instead of Cam having problems. I don't. It seemed like the Raiders couldn't stop anything. I mean, when you are a professional football team going into New England at 2-0, and you can't stop Sony Michel, you're going to have problems. So, and when you can't stop a guy like Sony Michel, which you should be able to, a JV squad should be able to stop Sony Michel because he ends up stopping himself before he gets to the line of scrimmage. What? Anyway, so if you can't stop a guy like Sony Michel,
even when he has the day of his life, you're still shitting on him.
because he's got so many positive yards to make up before he can get out of a negative. Okay. But anyway, Rex Burkhead was the man today. I'm just kidding. I'll give Sony credit. He had some great runs today. Not too bad for him, I guess. So we have a $5 super chat from Trav Burnett. He says, Gruden's tears still sweet 20 years later. Oh my God. Did you see him in the fourth quarter? He just, it looked like he wanted to cry. It looked like he wanted to cry. Like at one point, I actually kind of felt bad for the dude. It was just like, damn, he just looks so screwed up, But
by the way, I don't really listen to the coverage, but apparently Jim Nantz and I was about to say Phil Simms, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Apparently they were just beyond rooting at that point, which is weird because why? I mean, it's just a game. Just call it out. But also shout out to the Patriots defense. She shut down Darren Waller. He came into today with 18 catches, which is second in the league, and the Patriots did a lot to take him away. So good on them for that.
Absolutely. There was a few mistakes, like letting Hunter Renfrow split your defense. Okay, this dude He's 24, 25, and he looks like he's 48 going on 60. It looks like he's already had 5 kids and been divorced 3 times. The dude has got the worst genetics I've ever seen on someone his age. But yet he splits the D right there, and I thought was a touchdown catch, but it ended up being a touchdown anyway. So that was kind of weird. But listen, the defense has allowed some mistakes here and there. And also, I really do believe, I think the Raiders are good. I think the Raiders are good. I don't think it's a fluke that they've won. They were 2-0 going into this game, and I think that they were pretty good. I just think that our running game was so damn amazing that they couldn't stop it. So, Raphael,
Also,
$2 super chat.
Oh,
He says, Patriots still the Raiders' daddy. Absolutely. And Raphael,
I can't
shout out
imagine
to
how many
your
times
team.
they also mentioned the Tuck Rule game. Like, oh, Tuck Rule.
Tuck.
That was 20 years ago. Why are we still talking about this?
It has no bearing. It has no bearing on anything right now except that it's John Gruden. Not one person, the only 2 people involved in that Tuck Rule game were the coaches. Nobody else is involved. Nobody. Not one person on that field. Not even coordinators. Okay? Nobody was the same except for those 2 coaches. So, yeah, it's come. I mean, I get it that you know, that they want to do that, but the point here that he was saying earlier is that, and it's so true, Tony Romo always roots against the Patriots. He always does. It doesn't matter who they're playing. It doesn't matter. Okay?
And he was doing it last year when Brady was there. And I would think he would have a lot of respect for Brady. But
actually, he doesn't. He doesn't.
It's crazy.
Well, he respects Brady, but he doesn't like him. And here's why. These quarterbacks who are underachieving and didn't get to where they thought they should have been, every time Tom does something, it just makes them look even worse. It makes them feel bad about themselves. But most importantly, Tony Romo is younger than Tom. So the fact that Romo is retired and been retired for a couple of years now and not getting to play, but yet Tom is out there still, you know, winning, it makes him feel like crap. You feel like an idiot. So
he should have did the TB12 method. Instead, he was a Russian nesting doll. Just kept getting breaking and hurt himself. He would have been able to stay in the league for a lot longer.
That's a interesting analogy there. The Russian nesting dolls.
Like it just keeps breaking.
Because they're here. They're here. They're all over Bulgaria. Is what, you know, they make them here. Bulgarians make them, and they're everywhere. And it's just funny you make that connection there. So. But
super chat from Mr. Automotive.
Mr. A, $5 super chat. He says, a moment of silence for the Falcons blowing another lead. The Super Bowl curse continues.
Oh, God. No, sorry.
Don't be rude. I'm so sorry, Matt Ryan. I'm so sorry. I love you, man. But you got to get a new coaching staff. Okay?
Or get a new team.
I don't know. Like last week, I blamed it on the special teams coordinator, okay? Because they were clearly not coached up. They clearly didn't know what was going on. And the head coach, he is involved somewhat, but mistakes like that is everyday stuff. And that means the special teams guy wasn't doing his job. The head coach, Dan Quinn, probably just assumed that they were doing their drills correctly, you know. Right. And Dan Quinn is a defensive guy. All right, so he's focused more on the defense. It's the same way with Bill. Bill pops in every once in a while for the offense and sees how they're doing, but he really doesn't right. So I didn't want to put it all on Dan Quinn. I'm sorry, but this week I've got to do that. So I can't protect them now. This is ridiculous. Okay, one time is maybe the special teams coordinator. The next time, 2 weeks in a row, that is the whole entire coaching staff. That's everybody just jointly sucking All right, absolutely sucking.
It's not that the offense isn't doing anything. Like, they're scoring. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't have the numbers with me. I wouldn't be surprised if they're at least a top 10 offense in the league. So they're scoring points. So if Matt Ryan is not the problem, the offense is not the problem. It's definitely the defense and the special teams that are just absolutely failing him, and it's terrible.
I didn't get to see the end. Did Matt throw any picks? Did he have any problems? Did he?
I didn't see the end of that either, but I can check real quick.
Hey, Bitcoin motorist, what's up, man? Patrick, how you doing? I posted a short clip of us the other day when we were in New England. Posted it in the group.
Yeah, he did throw a pick.
He did throw a pick?
Yeah.
Yeah. But these disasters that's a team-wide problem, and that is where it comes down to coaching, stuff like that. But come on, Matt Ryan was just MVP a few years ago and stuff like that. He's always good. He got them that lead, by the way, and he got them the lead last week, and he got them the lead in Super Bowl 51. I don't know. When you've got that, I know Julio Jones didn't play today, but he still got Calvin Ridley. You get up on a team like that and you give it up. That's coaching. But Bitcoin Motor says, "Hey friends, happy birthday, Aaron." Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, Patrick. And you guys are awesome. Addy, $2 super chat. He says, WFT are in second place. Not bad for a no-name team. It should be WTF, but of course he is referring to the Washington Redskins.
That division. I mean, everybody talks about the AFC East being terrible, but the NFC East.
NFC East, the NFC West. The NFC West. Now that is an impressive division. Have you taken a look at those guys?
Yeah.
And I know the Rams lost, but the Rams are good.
The
Rams don't suck.
Still 2-1.
Okay. The Rams don't suck. All right. So, how about Buffalo? Buffalo, man. They were about to collapse. Wow. Complete collapse. Okay. So, can you guys take me seriously at all? Look like this?
I can't.
Every time.
You look like you just came off like a Arkansan rodeo. What's up, y'all? I'm about to smash those hogs, or whatever that statement is.
All right. Because every time I look in the camera, every time I look in the camera while I'm talking, I glance over because I'm looking at you and I talk to you, but then I glance over at myself and I'm just like, oh my God, I look retarded. So how long do I have to wear the hat?
I don't know.
So anyway, yes, the NFC West is a badass division. And honestly, the NFC South would be pretty damn good if it wasn't for the Falcons choking. All right. So imagine this. The Falcons don't choke last week. They don't choke this week. Now they're 2-1.
Right.
So now we're talking about a 2-1 Bucs team, a 2-1 Falcons, and then we'll see what happens with the Saints tonight. But we know even if the Saints lose to the Packers, we know they're still going to be good down the stretch, right?
And even the Panthers, even though they are they're not as good as the other teams in the division, but they compete. They don't quit. So, that entire division, they have gamers there at the very least.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Shout out to Lucas McQuay for his Bears. Big Dick Nick is back. Okay, I know that Nick took a Super Bowl ring off of our hand, but I have nothing against the dude. I think he's an awesome person, nice guy. It wasn't his fault. He took advantage of it and exploited a bad defensive performance, and that's no one's fault but Patriots' fault. That's on us. But still, Nick Folk, Nick Polk. Nick Foles. Nick Foles is took over for Mitchell Trubisky and then came back and won the game, dude. Seriously. So happy for Lucas, our resident Bears fan. Happy for Addie, our resident Browns fan. Isn't it nice to see teams who are just traditionally just shit play so well? I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. You know, I even like seeing the Raiders. They're still 2-1. I like seeing the Browns 2-1. I can't believe I'm saying that. So, I tell you who does suck. The New York
The
teams.
Jets. Oh
Thank you,
yes,
Luke.
both New York teams.
Could they be any worse? I just
I wish
that's
they
not
were.
rhetorical. I really want to know, can they be worse? So,
I wish they were.
yeah.
Can we talk about the Eagles for a second?
Absolutely, go for
Because
it.
I'm not a Philly fan by any means, but my God, if Lurie and whoever the owner else is, are the owners of the Eagles, they need to have a discussion with Doug Peterson because
Yeah,
the way they finished that game, it
absolutely.
it I was appalled. I mean, they were just lackluster, like just throwing these 4-yard ends and running the football. Like it's just 30 seconds left in overtime, and they're lackadaisical. It's like they don't even care. It's like
I
what are
I
these guys doing?
I guess they were happy with the tie.
Wow.
But can we address something now that you're talking about that? Ties are stupid. I mean, okay, what is this? Is this soccer? Okay, are we British all of a sudden? Are we redcoats? You know? Um, yeah, that was totally not a shot at the redcoat. Okay, who thinks working, all right, is more important than coming onto my show. All right. So I'm sorry, our show. So yeah, redcoat, that was a shot at you. So what are we? Are we a bunch of British people who can't finish games, so we have to tie them all the time? So here's what we need to do.
Working for NASA isn't important. I mean, this show
Working
is
for
more important
NASA
than
is
that.
not important. No, it's not. His job is not more important than this. Okay, it's I'm sorry, but that's just the way it works. Um, uh, no, seriously though, God, I hope he gets that job. That's gonna be freaking awesome. But the tying thing, I mean, have a field goal contest, okay? Let your kickers decide it, right? I mean, why not? Kickers decide overtime games all the time, and they can decide so many big playoff games and stuff like that. So have a kickoff, you know. Um, I don't know, play blackjack or some shit. I don't care. Just do something, okay? Pick up sticks. Uh, dodgeball like they do in the Pro Bowl. Anything is better than a tie. A tie is so freaking stupid. Oh, it drives me nuts. What
Yeah,
in the
it's dumb. It
hell?
doesn't resolve anything.
Okay. Oh man, Raphael. See, people have caught on to the idea that I'm a talking puppet. I'm like a slot machine, so you put the money in and then you can make me say anything. All right? Raphael sends a $2 super chat. He says, "Say one more nice thing about the Jets." Dude, I did that last night and that was very painful for me. But one thing about the Jets. I already said I like their uniforms, right? Um,
Yeah.
no, I didn't say I like their uniforms. I said their new uniforms are better than their old. That was my compliment. What's my second compliment? Um,
Darnold seems nice.
seems like a nice guy. Um, garbage quarterback. Oh, great football player. Great football player. Great football player. Can't play quarterback. Can't play
He
quarterback.
definitely has the power to clairvoyance to see ghosts.
Yeah, he does have that. No, a real compliment for the Jets is their owner is pretty good. Uh, a pretty good ambassador to England, I think. Isn't he? So, from what I hear,
Trav says if he hears you getting sweet on the Jets, he's unsubbing.
so Trav, I don't know. They're making me do this. Raphael thinks it's funny. He thinks it's funny to try to make me say stuff about the Jets. Like it's not cool. So there, I got away with it. Oh my God. Okay, I have to stop. Felicia Allen. Okay, so Felicia, this is my sister-in-law. So this is the wife of my brother Stephen, and this is a huge alert. Stephen is going for the Packers tonight. Okay, now the reason this is important is because I don't know anyone on planet Earth. I swear to God, this is not making it up. I do not know anyone on planet Earth who hates Aaron Rodgers more than my brother Stephen. Okay, there is no one that hates Aaron Rodgers like he does. I mean, it doesn't matter if Aaron Rodgers, what he does, it doesn't matter. Stephen will find a fault in him somehow. Doesn't matter. I've never seen anything like this, and he's going for the Packers. I never thought I'd see that. Never thought. I mean, this is historic. This is a historic day.
Is there a reason for this?
Yes, because he has a personal vendetta against the Saints.
Oh, okay. There it is.
So it's very personal. When I mean personal, I literally mean personal. But like I said before, I'll let him explain that. I don't want to do that on his behalf unless he wants me to do that. But yeah, this is shocking. Very shocking. I do think the is it in New Orleans or Green Bay?
Believe New Orleans, right?
Well, I think whoever the home team is going to win because I think they're both good teams.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah, so I've got the Saints probably, but damn, the Packers look good. We got a $5 super chat from Elf of Courage again. Love the Triforce. I know I always say that, but I love the Triforce logo. He says, "Let me get in on this Von Allen puppetry. Say something nice about Atlanta." Okay. Atlanta has badass uniforms. They have a cool logo.
They gave the Pats a championship.
And yeah, they did. They gave us an extra ring, and they I don't know. I like their quarterback, and I like Julio Jones. I think he's the best wide receiver in the NFL because well, he got, I think he got that title when Antonio Brown went batshit crazy. But if Antonio Brown was still playing for the Patriots with Tom last year, I think Antonio Brown would still be the best player in the NFL. Our best wide receiver, I'm sorry, not best player, best wide receiver. But now it's Julio Jones. And then that Calvin Ridley looks pretty damn good too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are funny. I love it. How do I always have a thumbs down? I always have one. Have you guys noticed that every time I start the show, I have a one down click? It's like, who is that? Who are you? It's not that I mind. I don't care. It's fine. I just want to know who you are because you do it every time the show starts. So it's somebody who follows. Just curious. It's actually interesting.
It's Chris Sims, probably. Probably doing it while he's on set.
It's Chris Sims. Yeah, he's on set going, let me fuck with Von Allen. Yeah. Dude, there is no way that those three videos I did about him, there's no way that didn't hurt his ego. You know for a fact he hates those videos. And it's the only videos on YouTube about Chris Sims. It's the only thing he's got. Okay? You can't even
weird.
I mean, you can't even find a highlight reel for this guy. You type it in, you either get his dumbass show or you get my videos. Yeah, his highlight reel is see Chris Sims run, see Chris Sims throw, see Chris Sims fumble. You know, so yeah. Oh, someone's saying it's Max Kellerman. Oh, you mother assholes. Now I've got 3 dislikes. Okay, I know it's you guys. That was cheap. That was real cheap. I shouldn't have said anything. So I know it's cheap because the thumbs up likes have gone down from 29 and then moved over to 3. So I know it was 2 of you.
To be honest, they're both the same anyway. Just in case you know. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you like or dislike.
Ooh, see it twice says it's Mike Montana. Or Milena says it's the Gematria guy. I've got a lot of enemies. I've pissed a lot of people off actually. So
And you still haven't really tapped into everything you have.
I know, right? So okay, so now we're back to we're back to 1. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. So I knew y'all were joking with me. They said they can barely hear Shaq. Okay, let me try and turn them up a bit. Let me know
How's
if
this?
that's
Is
good.
this good?
No, it's not you. It's the setting.
Oh.
I can boost you up from there. So we're good. All right, we have another super chat from Addy. You guys are freaking running hot on the super chats tonight. He says, "Hey,
Addy.
so what did I type last night?" Addy, he really was drunk, wasn't he?
Wow, he must have been. So wait a minute. Wow, that's a lot to get accomplished when you're drunk.
I knew it.
Addy, you're really productive drunk.
Well, not in spelling because I couldn't tell what the hell he said.
But he still had to click on the thing and then click send for the super chat. So get drunk more often, Addy.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I loved it. But I was rooting for you today. Me and Milena were like, "Go Browns, go! Go Browns, go!" Although we didn't say Browns, we said Addies. So we just said, "Go Addy, go! Go Addy, go!" Like we don't say Cleveland or the Browns at all. We just say, "Go Addy, go!" So, but yeah, if anybody, I can't open it up because if I play a YouTube video, it'll wreck everything, all the software and stuff. But if you guys can find and take a screenshot of what Addy said last night, that would be hilarious to let him know exactly what he typed. But
I believe he said something like "Let's go," something about. I think he was telling them that the Browns are going to beat.
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, man, I helped my buddy move in, and then we got drunk on his roof." Okay, I thought it was a pregame getting drunk, like you expected it to already be a disaster, and you were doing a preemptive strike in your drunkenness for watching the Cleveland
there's
Browns.
your brother.
There he is, Steven. First time ever I am going for the Packers. By the way, guys, yeah, I know it's hard to watch. I know it's hard, but Aaron Rodgers is playing really well right now. Okay,
He's on fire.
It just in the whole team, the whole Packers team. But I want to say, just one more time, does Russell Wilson have any weaknesses?
His coach. That's the only thing I can think of.
Dude, I think, everyone was saying that the Bucs were going to have trouble with the with the Saints and the playoffs and all this stuff. I think the trouble is coming out of the NFC West. I think the trouble is coming from San Francisco and Seattle. That's where the trouble is coming from. I need to see more from Dallas, just because we know their up and down history. I'm not too hard on them for today. I thought they played a great game against Seattle, and it took them all the way to the very end, to end up losing. But again, that shows where they're at as a team. But at the end of the day, I still think right now Seattle looks the best, and then I would say San Francisco behind Seattle. because San Francisco is having so many injury trouble. But the fact that they're so deep on the depth chart, it's crazy that they just ran over the Giants today. It was like nothing changed. Okay,
they've got.
it.
Yeah, they've 8-0 for the Jets and the Giants the last 2 weeks.
Okay, now you're starting to sound like my brother. I hope Rodgers gets kicked in the nuts. Okay, so see, that sounds more like Steven. So.
But he still wants him to win.
But you want the Packers to win. I know. So he wants Rodgers to get kicked in the nuts, and then he wants the backup quarterback, which is Jordan Love, to come in and then win the game for the Packers. So he gets all of it. Okay. Got it. Raphael was about to say something nice about Aaron Rodgers. But if I was Tampa, if you're Tampa Bay and as a Tom Brady fan, I see Seattle right now as the number one obstacle, and I wouldn't count out San Francisco just because they've got injuries. Listen, a team, they're clearly, you know what the 49ers remind me of? They remind me of the 0-1 Patriots. And, so the 0-1 Patriots start out, they lose their quarterback, and then Tom comes in, and Tom wasn't tearing up the stat board or everything, the stat sheet or like that, but they were just good in everything, they were just solid in everything, but they weren't like
fundamentals
crazy about in one area. It's not like they have the Legion of Boom on defense. It's not like they have the 2007 Patriots on offense, but they just do everything correctly, everything. When you have a team like that, teams like that can last in the playoffs, all right? When it comes playoff time, what ends up getting wrecked? High-flying offenses usually get wrecked in the playoffs, or gimmick offenses. Like the Cardinals, for example. You got the football baby Kyler Murray running around and juking around people and stuff. He's about to get his ass laid out, all right? I'm telling you, right now, he's going to get his ass laid out. And it's because none of these defensive players like to get punked by a guy who is 5'3". All right, they don't like it. Right. Trust me. And he's doing all these little moves and stuff, and then he's putting these guys, he's posterizing them up on Sports Center, and they're not happy with seeing themselves get punked like that. So someone is going to just bust him up badly, and I'm not saying I want that to happen. I have nothing against the kid, but I just don't. Gimmick offenses like that don't work. They don't work. And, yeah. So, but the 49ers is built for the postseason. They are built for the postseason. And they should have won the damn Super Bowl. But we know what happened there. So, I'm still not moving off of my thinking the 49ers are going to go far. I know the injuries and stuff, but I still think the 49ers go pretty far. I know they at least win one playoff game. I know that. I can guarantee you they win at least one playoff game. I don't know if it's going to be a wild card or not, because with Seattle playing so good, who knows who's going to be first or second. But I'm not moving off that. Just like I'm not moving off my Pittsburgh Steelers pick. I have them coming out of the AFC, and I think that's looking pretty solid right now, don't you? I know it makes you want to throw up, but yeah.
They won today, right?
Yeah. Convincingly. They have just been tearing it up as well. So it looks like the
Saints just scored with Alvin Kamara.
Let's see here. I wish I could broadcast the game, but they'd shut me down immediately.
Yeah, demonetized with the quickness.
So I'm not going to hold you to this, Shaq, but right now, Okay, I got it. I got it pulled up now. Right now, if you had to pick, and I'm not saying that you can't change it next week or anything like that. Just for this exact moment, what you've seen so far, who do you have in the Super Bowl?
I have Seattle. I mean, I know their secondary isn't very good, but really, I haven't really been impressed with a lot of secondaries in this league. And again, it's still week 3, so that can change. But I'll say Seattle and maybe the Ravens. I have to see what they do tomorrow, but I would say the Ravens.
That's yeah,
I do
that's
like
not
Tampa
crazy at
Bay
all.
installing every. Oh, sorry, I missed that.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, because it cut off and then you were in the middle of talking. But yeah, as far as Tampa Bay, I don't think they've really installed everything that Tom Brady has as far as a playbook. And really today, it seemed like they have like 85% of the stuff in there. And they could have scored like 35, 40 points. So I'm still looking for them to have that game where I say, yep, I'm convinced of that. But Seattle, I think they've done a lot more against some pretty good competition for now.
Yeah. Well, exactly. So, like right this second, just based on everything I've seen so far, and again, this can change week to week, but right this second, if I had to pick, I would guess it would be Seattle versus Pittsburgh. If I had to pick
Okay.
right now, okay? But that is not a prediction or season prediction. My
Right.
real season
Yeah.
prediction will happen, I told you guys, after week 4. Okay, so the post game show for next week. So next week after we've seen week 4, or the week, or not the post game show, the regular show after week 4, the next week, because I would need to see the Monday Night Football game too. I will have my official picks for the playoffs, who's going to lose, who's going to win, all that stuff. So now I originally was going to do that after week 3 of preseason, but we had no preseason, so
It's basically preseason now.
it's preseason now. Yeah. Let's see here. We got a super chat. Another one. Damn, Alpha Courage is on fire tonight. He says, not NFL related, but how about that Mississippi State quarterback throwing for over 600 yards? Amazing.
Yeah, I saw
I
that. That
didn't
was
know
great.
about that, but that's pretty freaking amazing, actually. How do you throw for 600 yards in a college game? It's
I've seen 70 points in a college game before, so
yeah, points,
it's possible.
but college usually is all about running. You know, like big runs, breaking off big runs. All that. That's what I always see. A passing game of 600 yards. That just doesn't seem normal at all. Like not even close.
Yeah.
So, but trust me, I want to see Brady in the Super Bowl. Okay. But again, my question was what we've seen so far. And, right now, I'd have to say Seattle on the NFC side so far. But it's going to be interesting. I think we'll know a lot more in, just a couple of more weeks, week or two more, and then we'll kind of really know who these people are. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely know by week 4 ish.
So I'm actually eager to see Drew's performance tonight because people are trying to say that he's losing his arm strength and all that shit. Speaking of arm strength, dude, Tom is out there overthrowing people.
Yeah,
he's overthrowing
on the list today.
It's like, yeah. When you're overthrowing people, that's he's just fine. He's just fine. Oh, Trav Burnett, Patriots Seahawks round 2. Boy, that would be a Super Bowl, wouldn't it?
I mean, what do we think are the talking heads are going to say tomorrow? I mean, they really can't say much, can they?
What they're going to say tomorrow about the Patriots or
about
or
Brady.
the Seahawks? Oh, about Brady.
That they play Denver.
Yeah.
with,
So here's what they're going to do.
without full strength.
Yeah. So the Bucs, Tom Brady only played well because, well, they were playing at home. Okay, first of all, so they'll always throw that out there, of course, and that is, of course, an advantage. So they'll mention that. And oh no, they weren't playing at home actually.
No, they were in
I
Denver,
I meant yeah, they were away. So sorry, I was
but
thinking
they
about the
but they had
Patriots.
the yeah, but they had the color uniform.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Patriots because I was going to mention them next. But anyway, so they're going to say they were playing Denver. Denver, they're going to bring up Von Miller, okay, and then they're going to bring up no Drew Lock, as if Drew Lock being gone has something to do with Tom Brady playing well. Because I didn't know Drew Lock played defense, so the defense gave up those points no matter what. So it has nothing to do with Denver's
And it was only
quarterback,
10 points.
but they'll say that. So yeah. But as far as the Patriots, what they're going to say about the Patriots is the people who don't like Cam are going to say that he sucks. The people that do like Cam, uh, they're going to just say the normal stuff, which is obvious. Well, it's true. Each week is going to you're going to see an increase. You're going to see, adjustments being made and him getting more used to everything. But what was he doing when he was falling out of his chair? Like when he's on
Oh,
the bench? What is he? You sent
you
that to
know,
me. What
that's a
what is that?
meme now. Everybody went crazy. I think it was like towards the end of the game because I think I don't know who he was talking to, but yeah, he just slid down. It was hilarious.
What does anybody know what he was doing? Like, was he asked about that?
No, I just think he was like talking to somebody, and then I guess in the midst of their conversation, he did that, and they caught him. But that was perfect.
God, I got to give a shout out to Denver though for putting South Park characters in the stands. I thought that was just too awesome, you
They,
know.
they every team needs to do something like that. Be creative with this. Like if you can't have some stadiums still can't have fans totally in there. They should do stuff like that. Like get like sitcom characters and comic book characters and just fill it all up so people can see who they are.
Maybe the tech.
Yeah. It's
Too much.
Oh, but there is a rumor that the Patriots are working on welcoming fans back. I don't know how many, but there are rumors that at least they were showing pictures on Twitter about the concession stands opening up and stuff like that. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how long did you think Robert Kraft was going to go on with losing money like that, right? So.
Yeah, no. Well, he doesn't have to pay
um,
anything since he doesn't have to pay any money for his, transgressions.
God. Um, the reason that bugs me is because I know that is the single reason why he cut Antonio Brown. He cut Antonio Brown to cover his own butt. And if he had kept Antonio Brown with those allegations that he had, it would then Robert Kraft surely can't go to court potentially at the time he thought there was still a case and say that he's not like that and he's a changed man, and then the lawyer can say, well, you have a guy on your team right now who's accused of sexual assault, and you don't do anything about it. You see how this works? Like, it's the PR thing.
Yeah.
And I know it's stupid, but they use that stuff in court and it works. So there goes Aaron Rodgers running and running and running and then siding as if he's a baseball player.
Addy said he just unhooked the trailer.
Jalen, yeah, there were cardboard cutouts of Broncos fans, but there was a whole area that was South Park characters. So I don't know what area it was in, but there was a lot of stories about it. At first, I thought it was a joke, but then I saw that everybody was reporting it. A wrong. Yep. Wrong. Now, this Aaron's not cool enough for that nickname, though.
No.
Elf of Courage, another $5 super chat. Damn, dude. You're awesome. He says,
That was
last
at
round of
25.
puppetry. Von Allen, like he says, last round of puppetry. Here we go. Gosh. Von Allen, say something nice about Sony Michelle. And Shaq, say something mean about him. Oh, I like this. All right. Shaq, you go
You
first.
go first.
No,
No, you go first.
I said it first. Okay. Shit. Say something nice about Sony Michelle.
She thought she could.
Oh, the dude can take criticism. Okay. So I watched him just get beat up on TV by idiots like Max and those type of guys, and he just didn't even just bounced off of him. Okay. And he can have a bad game, but then he can come back and have a great game. It doesn't seem to bother him at all. He was benched, it seemed like, for what, the whole first quarter?
Yeah.
He was just completely out of the picture. And then that was probably a message from Belichick that said, hey, dude, get it together. He comes out and he does that. So I would say that is something good about Sony, is that he is resilient and can take criticism. Your turn, Shaq.
What I don't like about Sonny Michelle, he should have been named SNES. No, I'm just kidding.
Super Nintendo? That's why I call him Panasonic. So
Let's see how she
Panasonic Michelle.
I don't like that he telegraphs his runs sometimes. He runs into, well, at least when there's the full offensive line, sometimes he seems like he has a habit of running into Shaq Mason, which I guess I can understand, but
Yeah.
and Isaiah Wynn as well. But I just wish that he could sometimes use better vision and find the hole instead of trying to make sure that somebody opens up a hole for him.
Oh, that's weird. I thought you were going to talk about how he trips on his own feet or runs up to the line of scrimmage and then gets confused. So it's like he runs up to the line of scrimmage and then he looks around. It's like he's looking for like a sign or something that says, go this way, Sony. And he does the opposite. That's what I thought you were going to go after, but I guess not. So nice job, Elf of Courage. That was funny, dude. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was funny. Okay. That's clever. Nice job. I like that. Addie says the South Park guys were in the south part of the stadium. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Milena, she didn't get to say her favorite Tommy Brady, Tommy. She loves that. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, Michelle ran good today. But me and Shaq have this thing going back and forth about Sony. So oh damn. See it twice as Sony is backwards compatible. That's good. That's good. I also seen him he wrote something like Sony has, because he did good today, he said Sony has graduated from PS1 to PS2. So
that's a graduation.
Hey, that's something, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a graduation, trust me.
And how about the Texans being 0-3? Some random Patriots fan says.
Poor Deshaun Watson. I mean, Bill O'Brien, that's another guy who, you know, any of these coaches who, you know, come from the Bill Belichick tree and then they want to go to another team and attempt to be Bill Belichick. You just can't. You can't do that.
Yeah, I know. It's you listen, to be Bill Belichick and to do what he does, you need that credibility first.
Yeah.
And so he won early on. So once he started winning early on, he could double down and triple down on his Belichick way, that kind of stuff. But if you don't have that credibility, I mean, Bill O'Brien can't even come into Houston and say that he's got rings, right? So he wasn't a part of our staff when
No.
we won Super Bowls. He got us to a Super Bowl, and he did a great job. I loved him as offensive coordinator. He was the guy who came up with the two tight end set utilizing
Oh,
Aaron
I hated him.
Hernandez and Gronk. But I know
I
he's
think I
got an
hated him
argument.
worse than Josh McDaniels.
Oh, well, I'm talking about, but I'm talking about how good he did. He did a good
Oh,
job, I
well,
thought.
yeah.
So he had that, but you cannot go into Houston thinking that you can just be Belichick overall. And I mean, there's guys that have coached that had three rings. You've got Romeo Crennel, okay, who went to the Browns and he coached for the Browns, coached for the Chiefs. He had 3 rings, and that didn't matter. It's just, yeah. You got to build that credibility up with the team you're with. What you've done in the past isn't going to matter much unless you're Belichick. So, who is the better offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien or Josh McDaniels? Josh McDaniels. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, by far.
Yeah. But I'm just saying but I did think that Bill did a pretty damn good job. Okay. So, 2011, we went to the Super Bowl on nothing but offense. that secondary was complete trash. It was so bad that they had Julian Edelman out there playing defensive back. That's how bad
Was
it
it
was.
And Matthew Slater was
And
safety? Am I
yeah,
right?
it's like ridiculous. It was just absolute nonsense. And it was the 31st ranked defense, I think.
Yeah, above the Packers.
Yeah, one better than the Packers, who's absolutely atrocious that season, and still went to the Super Bowl. So you 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 got to be a pretty damn good offensive coordinator to get that kind of production. You got to be creative. You got to know what you're doing. He was very creative with the way he used Aaron Hernandez. You remember? Like you'd never know if
Yeah.
Aaron was going to be a running back or whatever was going to happen. And so I like that. And I loved, with Bill O'Brien, that's when Gronk really became Gronk. So that's good. But was Jalen asked me, is Jules playing DB? Was he better or worse than Troy Brown? Worse.
Worse. Much
I think
worse.
Troy Brown was actually pretty damn good.
Competent.
All right.
Yeah, he was competent.
I remember Troy Brown getting interceptions. So yeah. But then that's not a shot at Julian. It's just Julian wasn't supposed to be out there.
He got
But
one
that
off
just
of he got an interception off of Drew Bledsoe, didn't he?
yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the defensive back depth chart was so crappy that they had Julian Edelman out there. Oh, Ryan Dyer sends a $2 super chat. He says Jordan Love is the 3rd string quarterback. Tim Boyle is 2nd. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who Tim Boyle is. But
Is that Susan Boyle's uncle or something? I don't know.
Maybe, or nephew. So, but yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, because I had said that Jordan Love would come in if Aaron Rodgers. I just assumed that you pick a guy first round, and he's not your backup. That's kind of odd, but okay. Yeah, strange. And see, this is the problem. If we had a preseason, I would know who Tim Boyle is.
Yeah.
Okay, because I would have got to see him play. How am I supposed to know anything about this guy as a quarterback, right? Because I have no idea who that is. So, yeah. Let's see here.
You absolutely suck.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Let's see here. Troy got an INT. Yeah, absolutely. Some random Patriots fan says Brady took garbage 2013 roster to the AFC Championship game. Oh my God, we had no freaking business being in the AFC Championship game, dude. That Tom's performance was just insane. Absolutely agree.
Was that the game where he got beat up, like, I think sacked 7 times?
Yes.
God.
That was also the game where Wes Welker cheap shotted Aqib Talib and put him out of the game. Remember?
Right.
So Wes Welker, if you watch the play, his only intention, he didn't even go out for a pass. Okay, his only intention, he just, as soon as the ball was snapped, he went straight for Talib and took him out.
Jesus,
And I
Breeze is
remember
getting killed out
Belichick was pissed off after the game. I remember he was
there.
pissed off. He was like, yeah. Oh, it's not a super chat, but I'll definitely put this up here. William Wall says, Shaq, y'all are missing the check down king right now.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Breeze.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But hey, whatever gets it done, right? Oh! Okay, he just got the crap knocked out of him. Did he fumble? I bet my friend Wes is happy right now. Big Packers fan. You thought Joe Flacco was the check down king? Ah.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think he's the throw water balloons up and see if he gets a defensive pass interference penalty king.
I tell you what, though, that 2012 season of Joe Flacco's historic. The playoff.
Oh yeah.
The playoff.
Oh yeah,
streak.
when he rattled
absolutely
off
historic. And if he had kept that, if he had remained that way, but he's the one that wanted all the money, and that means you've got to get rid of guys. So that's the way he went. Joe Flacco sucks. Lugar says NBC just showed a graphic of Breeze's depth of target since 2016. He's been near the bottom each season. And I know, and they were giving Tom Brady such crap last year about that. Remember? Oh, Tom Brady's passes aren't traveling that far through the air and all this. It's like, dude, okay, so?
Right. It is funny how Brady has to have Brady has short passes, and then he gets criticized for them. But Breeze was no better than 28th in air yards, and then they don't talk about it at all, except for now, when it's obvious.
Well, Jalen, he said he should have asked for that money because even if they had gave him talent, it wouldn't have mattered because he still would have sucked. Tell us how you really feel, Jalen. Sissy Chubbs says, last year everyone talked about Michael Thomas only catching checkdowns, but no one discredited Breeze, even though he was throwing. He was the one throwing all those checkdowns. Exactly. It's a different standard for Tom. If Tom is not out there throwing the ball down the field like Russell Wilson or Dan Marino or just like 70 yards of play, it means that he's all of a sudden he doesn't have an arm and he's check down king and all this crap. So what happened? You must be
Wow,
ahead of
that
me.
was that was a
I'm still watching advertisements. So what happened?
Rodgers just threw a bomb.
Ah, damn. Can the Packers just win the game without Aaron playing well? Like, can they just run the ball, or kind of like what we did today? Just run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. So
Pound and pound.
Joe Flacco is over, dude. He's done. When you've reached the backup as a New York Jet on the New York Jets, that's when you know your career is complete shit. It's
Yeah,
over.
you're
It's
done.
finished. It's done. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're riding the bench and you get a check for it, so can't feel too bad.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the.
I'm really far behind. Let's see here. First and 10.
Where are you
Aaron
at?
backs up. Aaron backs up. And he throws a bomb to. Who the fuck is that?
Lazard.
I'm watching this on my phone. I can't see very well. It's very small. It's like that. Okay, Lazard. Yeah. So that's how far behind I am. I just now got that play. See it twice. Says y'all must have Sony TVs. See,
My
the jokes
my
never
TV's
stop
faster
coming.
than his.
The jokes
My
never.
TV's faster than his, so.
Hang on, Shaq. Hang on. Okay. You're in New York, and it only this game is coming from New Orleans, which is Central Time. It only takes an hour. You're an hour time difference, but look how far I am. Okay. So
True.
it takes the signal longer to go to the space and come back into Bulgaria than it. See. So
Wow, Luke, I have a TCL TV too, so that's
you,
good.
and you also have to remember that the signal, once it bounces back from the satellite in space, it has to go through all of these communist stations that are around the area, and then they have to be filtered, and then they'll finally it'll get to me, and of course it won't have any American advertisements in it or anything. So, which I'm completely full of shit and making that up, just joking around. But touchdown! Wow. Okay. Can I take back my Saints winning at home prediction? Can I take that back? Will you guys let me take that back? Because the Packers look really good. Really, really good. Yeah. Maria Ruby says the torque. That was torque. That had a lot of torque. But did you see the torque that Tom Brady was throwing around today? Did you see that? Tom had plenty of torque today. Yeah. Unless you're Tim Tebow and you end on the Pats. Tim Tebow didn't end up on the Pats. He ended on the Eagles, didn't he?
Yeah, and then what was his last gig before he went
Yeah.
to baseball? I think
It
that
was the
yeah.
Eagles. Yeah. Very, very quick though. Very brief. So. All right. Well. Anything else you want to talk about, Shaq? Before we
No, I think we
get off
covered
here?
everything, right?
Think so. Yeah. I think so. Oh, by the way, I decided not to merge to go to another channel for the live show. I'm just going to keep the live show here at this channel. It was way too much trouble to try to migrate everybody over to another channel, and because then that channel has to get approved for live shows and monetization and all that stuff. It's a nightmare. So we're just going to stick that here. But for those who are subscribed to the Von Allen, it used to be called VAS Live. It's now called Von Allen POV, Von Allen Point of View, and that is where we're going to talk about it's just subject matter is not sports. It's completely different. It is. You can talk about anything you want. It could be politics, history, what's going on. It just could be anything you want it to be, and it's just a forum for people to talk. Because I noticed that we have a lot of conversations, and I think it'd be kind of fun. So that's what it's going to be from now on. So I'm just giving you a heads up if you're wondering why the name changed, because some of you guys are subscribed to it. So, so I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Oh, don't forget, presidential debate is Tuesday night. That should be a good game.
Oh, speaking, you know what's interesting? Fox has an app called Super 6. Not advertising at all, because that would be silly. But I was looking at this app, and it has the debate as a Super 6 thing. So basically, what the Super 6 app does is, like, it has football games, and you pick what team will win, and then you pick what the score, how much the team will win by. So I haven't clicked this presidential debate thing. Oh, okay. It has like all these different things. So it's like, which greeting will they do? Like, who will say this? Who will say that? It's really interesting. So it's called the Super 6 app. If you don't believe me.
Okay. So does that mean we should have a post game? Did you see the way Trump walked out? Did you see the way Biden shimmied over to the podium? God, it was what could we possibly say? We could probably, it would be a comedy. We could do a post-game analysis.
Mainstream media basically does the same thing. They have a pre-game show and a post-game show. That's what they do.
They do.
So, why not?
Did you see the way he drank that Gatorade? He was really looking flushed at the first part, but then when he got that one question he really wanted, he made a comeback. He looked really good.
When he picked up the water, I didn't know that he was going to drink all of it. He only drank 75% of it. So I think he was not that parched.
And I've seen it twice. Says, if Trump sacks Biden, we could have a post-game show. Okay. Jalen says The Rock should introduce Biden. Oh, no, he said The Rock. What? The Rock introduced Biden and Kamala today? Wait, is that a joke, or I thought you were joking. So, at this point, I wouldn't. Anything's fair game now. So, yeah. I guess it is kind of like the WWE, huh? I just do want to say this, though. Celebrities, stop telling us your opinion on who to vote for or what to think or anything. Celebrities are the most out of touch people on planet Earth. Okay, they have absolutely no clue about anything at all. So shut up. Okay, why would I believe anything that comes out of the mouth of someone who's a liar for a living? Okay, so you make your living off of
reading somebody else's words.
Yeah, pretending to be other people and saying somebody else's words, and you want me to believe that you are not being paid to say this stuff, or or whatever it is. Come on, man, stop it. Don't need celebrity endorsements at all. So yeah, but it would be funny to have a parody sports breakdown of it. Hell, we could even do the play-by-play.
we could do it like a first take, like ish type of show. We can have Melina in one side, and I could be the Shannon Sharp, and you could be the Skip Bayless, and I could have like a Jack and Coke or something like that, or it could be like, I told you, or whatever he does.
Oh my God. Honestly, that actually sounds fun. So I'm assuming that I I will take Trump. I'll defend Trump. You'll defend you'll defend Biden. If you're Shannon and I'm
I can
Skip.
do. I'm a good actor, so I can do either one.
So, or do we switch? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. So, or we switch halfway through the show.
I mean, that's what they do on sports talk. So,
Yeah, that's what they do.
TV. So.
Alrighty, but anyway, I just want to let you guys know that because I know some of you are subscribed to that, and then you might go, "What the hell is this? What is Von Allen POV?" But that's because last week we were all talking about different things, and I said I would love to talk to you guys, and it is not just for people who agree with anything that I may agree with or what most of the subscribers agree with. Everybody is welcome. That's the whole point. The whole point is just to talk about stuff. Things going on in the world. It doesn't have to be politics. It can be cool stuff about history or something going on that you think is important you want to talk about. It could be anything you want. It's just going to be somewhere where we can have these discussions because a lot of times we tend to want to talk about stuff like that, but we have to stick to sports in this case. So I thought, why not? Why waste it? Since I'm not going to be using it for a live channel, why waste it? It's up already. There's already almost 100 people subscribed to it. So just letting you know that's the deal with that. And you know what? Go ahead and subscribe to it because you never know. Me and Shaq might actually, we might actually do that. let me give it a little more thought and see if it's possible. But that actually might be freaking hilarious. Okay, that might be very good TV. Amazingly hilarious TV, actually. So, yeah. So Nefertiti, put the link in there. Von Allen point of view. So look in the comments there. And that's the direct link. If you're not subscribed to it, go ahead and subscribe to it. And again, everybody is welcome. That is the whole point. We're not like the other cable networks and stuff where you only have one point of view and they basically, have you noticed, Shaq, I know you don't follow politics much, but have you noticed that all the channels are echo chambers?
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people sitting in a room who all agree with each other and are just basically, pardon my French, but they're all just jerking each other off. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's a circle jerk.
It's a circle jerk. It's just, oh my God, did you see whatever? Oh yes, yes. It's like, what's the point? What is the point of this? But no, what we have is if you have something else you want to say, yeah, that's where we'll do it. Okay, but it'll be fun. No one's going to try to kill each other, hopefully. So, but that way we can keep it clean here. We can keep it just sports only, and now we'll have a forum to do that. So, but I guess you know what? I want to watch this game. So I think everybody else wants to as well because this is a good matchup. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your birthday wishes and stuff. And Shaq, thank you for your super chat yesterday. That was awesome, man. And all of you guys who sent stuff, I really appreciate it. Yeah. Anything else, Shaq, you want to mention before we get off here?
No, I think that's about it. Can't wait for next week. I know next week's probably going to be pretty decent.
Yeah, exactly. And tomorrow night's game is going to be awesome too. Don't forget, we've got Kansas City versus Baltimore. That's going to be an amazing game. So I'm looking forward to that. And that will also tell us a lot more about what the AFC is going to look like a little bit. So that'll help. Hopefully they don't end in a freaking tie. Ties should be illegal. It should be against the law. Dude, ties are un-American. Okay? You cannot be more un-American than a tie. That's just stupid. But whatever. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great week. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Bye. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. You're welcome, Raphael, and thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks.